Once Tina saw that potential and I kind of started believing in myself, then everything changed. And that was a huge pivotal moment for me, for sure.
And the year that you won the Pro Mini was the year 2000, is that right?
That's it.
And looking back, that was an incredibly deep field from 99 season into 2000. Some of the riders were transitioning or ready to go overseas. So you were racing against the likes of White Avis, Tyler Rattray, Swanee, Gareth Swanepoel, the two Shawns, Ford and Kruger. So it was an incredibly deeply talented field back then. And all of those names have gone off to do quite amazing things in motorsport. The big breakout for you was the Vangani years on CR80, Tina Snell running the team. And that must have been a very big jump because you moved from the Lever 80 Junior Motocross code, and that the Vangani years on the 80 was in Pro Mini. So for anybody listening, Pro Mini, it's a big jump off Junior Motocross 80s onto a Pro Mini 80, just in terms of the track, the jumps, the obstacles, because it's built for big bikes. Those tracks that you raced to 80 on. So big bikes in those years were 125s and 250s. So that's a very pivotal moment, wasn't it? The start of the Vangani relationship.
Yeah, it was. And like you said, back in those days with the junior motocross and the senior motocross being split, these are memories that are way deep down in the back of my brain. But yeah, from what I can remember, the tracks were different. And I can't even remember doing senior Lever 80s in the junior motocross. I think I just went from juniors to pro minis. I was about 12 years old. And the tracks were bigger. I mean, the big names were there. It was all a massive jump. And had not this expectation, but yeah, obviously Tina Snell saw potential in me. And there was that pressure I put on myself to perform. So there was that was a big jump. And these tracks were a lot bigger, massive jumps. And the competition was super steep. And I paid my dues that first year. I crashed a lot. I think I got one concussion, nearly broke my femur. So that was a big step. You are certainly correct.
But when there's sponsorship involved, there becomes a pressure we put on ourselves. We don't want to disappoint the people that have backed us. And it makes you raise up a level or two. So, yeah, I think it was definitely the positive push that you needed.
Yeah, of course. I honestly believe that if it wasn't for Tinas, my career would not have got to where it went. He saw potential in me that I didn't see in myself. And again, this is just coming from junior motocross and being beaten all the time. I don't know if I had that belief in myself yet. Everybody's story is different. Some people you hear, they wanted to be a world supercross champion or world motocross champion when they were 5 years old. I'm not sure I had that because the motocross started from purely, loving being at the track with my dad and my brother and my mom. And but once Tina saw that potential and I kind of started believing in myself, then everything changed. And that was a huge pivotal moment for me, for sure.
And the year that you won the Pro Mini was the year 2000, is that right?
That's it.
And looking back, that was an incredibly deep field from 99 season into 2000. Some of the riders were transitioning or ready to go overseas. So you were racing against the likes of White Avis, Tyler Rattray, Swanee, Gareth Swanepoel, the two Shawns, Ford and Kruger. So it was an incredibly deeply talented field back then. And all of those names have gone off to do quite amazing things in motorsport.
Yeah, and I mean, you can add to that list. You can add Karen Fitzgerald. You can add Liam O'Farrell, the late Carl Stegan. Oh man, there were so many good guys. And when we joined the class in '99, Wyatt and Tyler and Swanee were dominating, and they were a league above everybody else. I mean, you could see that. Tyler, I remember he went to the World Junior Championships in Germany, and he finished third. I mean, that's
Yes.
That's ridiculous. I
And
remember
that's 80?
doing it myself.
125.
That was 80s.
Oh,
That was
wow.
80s. Yeah, so their level was really good. The level back then was extremely high. So, yeah, it just made us raise our levels. And although that 99 was a difficult year, oh man, it just propelled me in 2000. And 2000 came with its own challenges and struggles, but it changed my trajectory and the course of my career for sure.